Welcome to Mullick Gym here at St. Michael Catholic High School in Fairhope. We are just about to get underway with the ladies varsity squads of Gulf Shores and St. Michael here tonight. It's an exciting one. St. Michael coming off a tough loss to UMS Wright this past Tuesday. So looking for a bounce back win. Last game we saw a sloppy one here at the gym where the girls were pretty soundly defeated. Lots of turnovers though. Turnovers were the big story of that game, relying on one or two players and not creating shots. Now I'm sure Coach O has worked on that since Tuesday, and I'm sure we'll work on spacing, shot creation, and just all the things like that. It's what we need to do if we are going to win this game. And we will have Samantha Kokoska with the jump ball. Cardinals win the tip, won by Molly McDonald. Gulf Shores comes into this game averaging around 47.5 points. So St. Michael hasn't really allowed that many points scored this year, but it's definitely going to be a tough test to keep them down. Caroline takes it at the top of the key. She'll swing it back to Molly. Gulf Shores playing a nice 2-3 zone. Good find to Caroline, working on number 14. That's Caitlin Sexton. And Caroline will get the bucket to go. Kazier looking for somewhere to go. Stolen by Caroline Callahan. Everybody's on the floor now. She'll give it to Mary Grace Stroud. Mary Grace Stroud's going to run the floor. Looking for somebody. She'll give it back to Caroline. Caroline back to Mary Grace. Almost swatted away by the Dolphins. Good drive by Molly. Tries to find Maddie Northcutt. And last touch by Maddie. Gulf Shores ball. They'll give it to Kazier. Kazier will give it to Murray. Murray's going to swing it around. Kazier with the ball. She'll find number 5. That is Camino. Camino going to drive left. In the corner for number 12. Deep 3 off the mark. That was Taylor. Mary Grace Stroud looking for something. Give it back up top to Samantha. Samantha going to reset this offense. She'll find Molly. Molly to Maddie. And knocked out of bounds by number 5. Camino again. Good defense here by the Dolphins. Mary Grace finds Samantha. Samantha back to Mary Grace. Mary Grace will go right, finds Molly. Molly going to drive in. Euro step, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Caroline. She can't get it to fall. Another rebound from Caroline. Knocked out of her hands by the Dolphins, and St. Michael will retain possession. Caroline to inbound. Caroline finds Maddie wide open in the corner. Maddie throws it up to Molly. Molly going to drive again, finds Caroline. Caroline backing down, gets in the lane, gets it to fall for her second points of the night. 4-0, Cardinals lead. 5:45 left in the first. Kazier looks in the corner for number 12, Taylor. Taylor back to Kazier. Murray working, trying to find something. She'll find Camino. Camino swatted by Caroline. Nowhere to go on that one. Last touch by the Cardinals. St. Michael with good defense so far tonight. Not allowing any points. Gulf Shores inbound. Deep 3 from Kazier. And knocked out of bounds by number 14. That's Sexton. Cardinals have the ball. And Harper Marston's going to check in for Maddie Northcutt. As well as number 14 will come out for the Dolphins. It's Sexton. And number 3, Maroney, will come in. Molly finds Mary Grace. Mary Grace to Harper. Harper drives right, finds Molly. Molly going to drive in the paint. Puts up a shot, gets fouled. And it'll be on the floor. Samantha will inbound. She'll give it to Caroline. Caroline looking for something here. She'll dribble out and she'll pass it to Molly. Molly to Mary Grace. Good ball movement so far by the Cardinals. Mary Grace going to drive straight in. She'll kick it to Harper, who'll kick it to Samantha. Samantha to Molly. Molly, Mary Grace wide open in the corner. Too strong on the pass. Taken away by the Dolphins. Frazier can't get the bucket to fall. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Molly's going to take it down. She'll hit a little stutter step move. Good drive. Can't get it to fall. Dolphins rebound. Kazier throws up a lob. Can't get it to fall. Kazier with the rebound. Dolphins, good ball movement for 3. Off the back rim. Rebounded by Caroline. Caroline will go ahead and lob that ball up to Samantha, and Cardinals will take control of this possession. Samantha to Caroline. Caroline to Mary Grace. Mary Grace goes one way, then goes the other. Samantha working, trying to get something. She'll find Molly. Molly to Harper. Harper finds Caroline at the elbow. Caroline, good drive. Gets it to fall for her 6 points of the night. 6-0, St. Michael, 3:50 left in the first. Gulf Shores trying to go fast. She'll kick it down to the block for 3. A bounce, and it falls in. The Dolphins got the lead to 3. Molly's going to take it down. Molly to Mary Grace, who gives it to Harper. Caroline working on the block. Gets it to fall too easy. 8-3. Dolphins keeping up with this fast-paced offense. Good cut by the Dolphins. And the last touch by Gulf Shores. It'll stay with St. Michael. As number 14, Caitlin Sexton, will check into the game, as well as number 10, that's Molly's will take it down. Molly finds Mary Grace. Mary Grace to Samantha. Samantha for 3 in the corner. Deep 3 off the backboard. Rebounded by the Dolphins. Out for 3 on the wing. Off back rim. Rebounded by Molly. Molly holds on to it, waits for Trapp to clear out. She'll find Mary Grace. Mary Grace gives it right back to Molly. Molly, good drive on the left side. Puts up a tough shot. Can't get it to fall. Dolphins going quick again and just out of the hands of Kazier. And Maddie Northcutt will check in, as well as number 11, Harris. Mary Grace Stroud will take a seat on the bench. Kind of polar opposites here. You got a slower, more, I guess, spread out offense from St. Michael, and then you got a really fast-paced Gulf Shores offense. Caroline Callahan working in the paint, gets it to fall. Already got a 10-piece for Caroline tonight. With 2:05 left in the first, 10-3. Cardinals lead by 7. Good drive in the lane. And she is fouled. That is Katie Camino. And she will shoot the first charity stripes of this evening. Her first. Drills it. Her second free throw on the way. drills it. Dolphins going to elect to play a light press here. Cardinals easily breaking that one. Samantha getting triple teamed here. Somebody's got to be open. Maddie's open. She'll give it to Harper. Harper drives in the lane, puts up a shot, gets it to fall. Good, tough shot from Harper right there. Make it 12-5 Cardinals. Dolphins again will go quickly here. She'll kick it out to the right corner. Good cut. Dolphins going to drive in again. Good defense by Maddie Northcutt, rebounded by Caroline. Molly's going to find Caroline. Caroline, she'll find Samantha in the corner. Samantha for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Maddie. And last touch by Gulf Shores. St. Michael will retain the ball. Number 33, Ivory Ronan, Mary Grace Stroud will check in for number 5, Molly McDonald. And Ivory Ronan will check in for number 3, Caroline Callahan. Caroline, well-deserved rest here with 10 points already so far in this game. Ivory working the block, puts up a shot, gets it to go off the backboard for her first points of the game. 14-5, St. Michael leads. About 1:03 left here in the first. Gulf Shores got to try and get something going. Gulf Shores working around the perimeter. They love the threes. Bad pass, and it'll stay with Gulf Shores. Gulf Shores will inbound it. Trying to find something. Again, Gulf Shores plays the perimeter pretty much all night, and that'll go off the foot of Maddie Northcutt and stay with Gulf Shores. Or excuse me, St. Michael have the ball. Samantha's going to cross half court. She'll find Harper. Gulf Shores again sticking to this 2-3 zone. Just high to Harper. Good thing Maddie's there to catch it. Samantha to Mary Grace. Mary Grace drive right. Puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall, just short. Ivory trying to get something. Grabs the rebound. Good shot attempt. Just can't get it to fall. Gulf Shores fast pace again. 5 seconds left. And can't get a shot off. 14-5. Your Cardinals lead by 9 here in the at the end of the first quarter. Really good showing from the Cardinals, despite kind of still playing a little bit sloppy at times. Missed a couple shots, but nonetheless, still playing great. St. Michael forcing Gulf Shores to stay out on the perimeter. Gulf Shores had a couple good backdoor cuts, though, and just cuts in general to really help their scoring, but has not done much as they only have 5 on the board here at the start of the second. Caroline Callahan having a great night so far, 10 points. I think a couple of rebounds so far. No fouls on the night. But I think Coach O will stick with our 5 that was on the floor to end the first quarter. That is number 25, Ivory Ronan. Number 5, Molly McDonald. 23, Samantha Koska. 33, Mary Grace Stroud. Or excuse me, Samantha will take a seat. And Harper Marson will check in for her. And then to round out the lineup, Maddie Northcutt will stay in the game. Gulf Shores driving down this left side. Kicks out the corner, deep 3. Off the back rim, rebounded by Harper. Cardinals will get the ball. Mary Grace too quick on the judgment, gets the ball back, and she'll take one step too many and give the ball right back to Gulf Shores. Again, Dolphins trying to work back to that inside, but Maddie and Ivory playing very good on that block. Again, around the perimeter for 3. She'll drive it in and miss a floater. rebounded and put back up. Rims around and falls in. Molly will take it down. Molly gives to Mary Grace. Mary Grace back to Molly. Again, Dolphins playing the 2-3 zone. Going to be a little tough to work on that and get perimeter shots. Good find to Harper, and that ball is stolen away. Gulf Shores going fast again. She's going to try and drive in left. They'll find number 3 at the elbow. Out, wing 3. Gets it to go. Kazier for her 6 points of the game. Just like that, they cut the lead to 4. Cardinals up 14-10. Coach O likes to call a timeout.
Well, the Dolphins, they started awful cold.
They did.
Shooting, and they seem to have warmed up here just the last couple shots anyway.
Missing a lot of threes. Can't get much going inside on in the paint. Missing a lot of floaters as well, a lot of layups. But hopefully we can keep them to the three-point line and force them to take threes. Because I think at the end of the day, that's really what we want, and not allowing those easy cut passes for wide-open layups.
They're liking this inside corner down here.
Yep, they are.
As far as shooting from.
Caroline and Samantha will check back in for the Cardinals. And Ivory, Ronan, and Mary Grace will take a seat. Molly working that right side. She'll give it to Samantha. Caroline up at the top of the key. She'll give it back to Molly. Caroline, you're going to see her probably all night working the free throw line. Harper, good drive, puts up a shot, can't get it to fall. Stuck by the Dolphins, actually. Dolphins going fast, driving down that left side. Very good passes. Kazier for 3, off front rim, rebound by Caroline. Molly trying to do some moves, get across half court. Gulf Shores playing skin-on-skin defense. Puts up a layup off the backboard. Gulf Shores going to try and fight for the ball. And it'll be a foul on Gulf Shores. Foul on Kazier. Molly's going to take it down. Again, Molly loves going on that right side. Just a little bit out in front of Samantha, and the ball goes out of bounds. St. Michael not as hot as they were coming out in that first quarter. Slowed down a lot, held scoreless in the second quarter thus far. Gulf Shore is going to work that left side like they love to do. Puts up a nice, easy layup. Number 5, Camino. Called her name quite a few times tonight. Molly going to cross over. And looks like it'll be an on-the-floor foul. And they'll call on the floor. Nonetheless, great shot by Molly. Molly to inbound. I think your best bet here is just throw the ball up to Caroline. That's what they'll do. Caroline, top of the key. Caroline going to drive inside, gives it back out to Molly. Molly for 3, deep 3, off back rim. And they will call a foul on St. Michael. They'll get Harper Marson with the push, I believe. Camino to inbound. She's going to Caldwell. Caldwell back to Camino. Camino drives in this left side. Can't get anything on Caroline. That's what Graham Barrett said right there. Can't catch your own air ball. That is correct. Technically a travel, or a double dribble, excuse me. And they will get, looks like number 3, Maroney, on the blocking foul. Cardinals will have it under the basket. Substitution here for the Dolphins. Number 15, Murray, will come in, as well as Sexton, number 14. They'll find Caroline down at the block. Molly for three, deep three, overshoots it. And they'll get Harper Marson with an over the back. It'll stay, or excuse me, just giving it to Gulf Shores here. Dolphins for three, off front rim, can't get it to fall. Maddie got to get rid of it. Good set by the Cardinals right there. Samantha going to go left, and she will give it to Maddie. Maddie to Molly. Molly working on that wing. Got to get rid of it. She'll find Samantha. Samantha drives left. Jump stops. Off back rim. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Gulf Shores. Free throw jumper off front rim. Rebounded by Caroline. Molly's going to slow everything down here. Playing a game of back and forth here. Caroline. She'll kick it out to Samantha. Samantha, very deep three. Bang! Gets it to fall. 17-12 Cardinals. 3:40 here in the second. I believe that is Samantha's first points of the night. Gulf Shores is going to try and attack this right side just for a minute. Again, they go back to the left. And jump ball. And that'll be St. Michael ball. Great job by Molly right there attacking the ball and getting the ball back for St. Michael. And Harper Marson will take a seat, and Mary Grace Stroud will come in. Molly gives to Samantha. Samantha finds Caroline at the elbow. Caroline feeds to Mary Grace. Mary Grace back to Caroline. Caroline working. Gets it knocked out of her hands. Gulf Shores looking for the score here. Blocked by Samantha, and it'll stay with Gulf Shores. Great defense right there from the Cardinals. A great job getting back on that fast break. Gulf Shores going to inbound, if I had to guess. Straight to Krazier. Right there, got to play better defense than that if you're St. Michael. Lead is back to three for St. Michael. They'll give it to Samantha. Samantha. They find Caroline right up at the top of the key. Caroline pump fakes, floater, gets it to fall. That's 12 for Caroline. Gulf Shores going to take it down. They're going to slow it down just for a minute. Drives back right to the left for three. Just short. And goes over the backboard. Gulf Shores is going to make a substitution. Looks like St. Michael's going to go slow here with about 2:15 left here in the second. Samantha going to work the top. Caroline at the three-point line. Nobody around her. She'll give it to Maddie. Maddie back to Caroline. Caroline trying to get something. Double team. Finds Mary Grace. And timeout, Coach O.
They kind of dared Caroline for a three-pointer right there.
Yeah.
She didn't take it, though.
If I was her, I would have shot it. That's just me, but
she's had the hot hand down inside this evening.
She has.
You got her with 12, is that
12
right?
12 points.
12 out of 19.
I think 12 points, 4 rebounds or so. At least defensively. I haven't even counted her offensive rebounds. I don't think she has any yet. But got to step it up.
Well.
Got to step it up a little bit on defense, though. Playing a little sloppy, allowing them to get quick and easy points, and not really guarding that inside paint area as well as we were in the first quarter. We'll have another basket. Mary Grace got to give it to Molly here, I think. And she will. Molly gives it to Samantha in the corner. Samantha kind of trapped a little bit. Finds Molly. Molly to Caroline. Caroline going to work on that inside to Molly. Molly puts up a strong floater, gets it to go. Good, tough bucket for Molly. Molly hasn't gotten a lot of those to fall, but that is her first bucket of the night. Shows you she's been doing it all night. Gulf Shores, another easy points. They find Sexton at the block. 21-16, your Cardinals lead with 1:30 here in the second. Oh, and a bad pass. And they'll get Molly with the foul. And Harper Marston will come in for Maddie Northcutt. In the corner for three. They love this corner. Airballs it. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Mary Grace gets it down in the corner. She'll give it back to Molly. To Samantha. Samantha to Harper. Harper drives in, takes a shot, and she is fouled. Harper with St. Michael's first free throws of the night. Her first. Gets it to go. Her second on the way. Can't get it to fall. And knocked out of bounds by Gulf Shores. They'll stay with St. Michael. That's what you love to see. Mary Grace inbound. She'll find Caroline. Caroline going to work to the right side. She'll give it to Samantha. Samantha drives inside, puts up a shot. It's way too strong off the backboard. And she is just thrown to the ground. Dolphins for three again. Off that side rim. And it'll be St. Michael ball. Gulf Shores back to the light press that they have. That 1-2-2. Samantha drives in, puts up a layup, gets fouled, and she will go to the line for two. Good, strong drive from Samantha right there.
That light press by Gulf Shores, their players seem to be tiring out from it, but it doesn't seem to be doing them much good. I don't know, not much return on investment there.
No, there's always somebody open you feel like for St. Michael just run down the floor, especially cutting to the basket for an easy bucket.
Almost half, though. They seem a little bit gassed.
Yeah, they do. It's just the cost of having a high-paced offense and going so quickly. But they have been subbing a lot tonight.
It's early in the season. They've got eight games under their belt. Sitting at 6-4, they've actually got 10 games under their belt.
Oh, wow. Caroline will take a seat. Samantha makes her first free throw and misses her second. Cardinals try and get a rebound, but that'll be a jump ball, and it'll go to the Dolphins. Mary Grace Straub playing tight defense up the top. Floater for Kaiser, and she will be fouled, and she will go to the line for two. Looks like they're going to send Caroline Callahan back in the game. Misses her first one. And Caroline will come back in. Missed her second one. Good rebound by Samantha. Looks like we're having a clock issue. They're going to put 16 seconds on the clock. Now Gulf Shore is liking to play a 3.
A little heavier press, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a 1-3-1 press almost. Samantha does a good job of getting it past half court. Not much time left. Tries to get something. Can't find anything. 1 second. Almost made it.
She got it off, I think, in time if it would have gone through, but no good. So they extended the lead to, wow, 4-7 at the half. Probably already talked about it, but tough loss for the girls here last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Up against UMS Wright in overtime. And dropped it by 1, if I remember right. So the girls coming back in just 2 days and playing Gulf Shores, another good test for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Gulf Shores played a tough Fairhope team on Tuesday night. I think they got beat pretty big. But, I mean, still, you're playing against 7A basketball. It's going to be a tough test no matter what.
Yeah. And I don't know quite what to expect from the boys tonight as they take on Gulf Shores. Hopefully the whole team is there. They kind of scattered in on Tuesday. I know Gunner wasn't dressed, and not everybody was back from football. It was a real quick turnaround there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I give them that without a problem. But we'll see if we have a full crew tonight from the boys who play right after the girls tonight. Designated time is 7 o'clock for tip-off. Says 7:30 on Max Preps here, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah, it looks like Gulf Shores is 4-3. They are actually 6A.
Yeah,
they
6A.
moved up.
Yeah, 4-3. So they're starting. It's an even keel that they're starting on there, but they probably haven't started their region play yet.
They've not. They dropped some tough losses to Daphne, Blunt, and Fairhope. They played Blunt very close, lost by 2. Dropped that one 46-44. Then played Daphne pretty tight for, Daphne's a powerhouse of basketball program a lot of years, so they dropped that game 62-50. And then obviously a loss to Fairhope 49-74. Fairhope, one of the better teams in 7A, also one of the better basketball teams in the state. They lost in the Final Four to Florence last year, and I think Florence went on to win that game. Florence, very, very solid team up from the north. And after they play us, they will take on Bayside, looks like next Thursday. And they'll be playing at Bayside. But again, I mean, Gulf Shores has some pretty good wins against Faith Academy, Cottage Hill, Pace, and Cottage Hill again. So definitely not a bad team at all. And just hearing some chatter from the basketball guys. Gulf Shores has the ability to take advantage of whenever your best players are out. They did that with Fairhope, and they cut the lead pretty short against them in the first quarter. I believe Fairhope was up 23-10, and Gulf Shores came climbing back and made it 26-20 to end the first. I think they did the same thing in the second half, and then after the first half, Fairhope kind of ran away with that game.
Well, with 7 minutes left, while the team takes a break, we will too. We'll be back with just a couple minutes left before tip-off in the half. Thank you, Mitchell. You're watching Cardinal Basketball on the WCN. Okay, second half. Looks like that dropped off.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
That's how we got the ball.
We probably.
Mary Grace finds Caroline down low. Caroline puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall. Mary Grace free throw line jumper. Bang. Knocks it down. 25-16. St. Michael leads. Gulf Shore is going to attack that right side this time. For three. Off back rim. And looks like the ball will stay with Gulf Shores. Got to get rebounds right there. Those are crucial. Crucial. Gulf Shores inbound. They'll swing it all the way up top. In the corner. Back to the wing. Gulf Shores is going to drive left. Off the mark. Rebound. Goes to Gulf Shores. Deep three. Off the side rim. And rebounded by Caroline. Miley will take it up. Took a big hit to her face right before. To find Caroline. Caroline going to drive right. Immediately double team. Finds Samantha. She'll give it to Molly up the white line. Samantha pump fakes, drives, Euro step. Can't hit it. Samantha puts up another jumper. Bang. Nice midi from Samantha. 27-16. Cardinals by 11. Gulf Shores again working the perimeter. Drives in left. Swatted by Caroline. And that'll be out of bounds on Gulf Shores. Cardinal ball. Nice, strong start to this second half. Molly going to take it down. Gulf Shores playing a one-man press there. Going to give it to Caroline down at the block. Caroline working on the block. Puts up a shot, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. Waiting on something. Caroline will shoot her first. First one off back rim. Gulf Shores makes a substitution. And so does St. Michael. Looks like Harvard Marshall will come in. Caroline's second. Can't get that to fall either. 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Gulf Shores working fast. They kick it to the corner, back up top to the key. They'll go back to the corner again for three. Off the mark. And that'll be St. Michael basketball once more. Samantha going to work down this left side, trying to break this. I guess you can call it a press. Caroline working again on the block. Puts up a shot for her 14th points of the game. Caroline is well on her way to a double-double. Blocked by Samantha. And that'll stay with Gulf Shores. Great block by Samantha right there. Gulf Shores will get it out of the inbound. For three, off front rim. Rebound, Samantha. Samantha's going to drive to the left. She'll find Mary Grace. Mary Grace bobbles the ball. Oh my goodness, gets her legs taken out from under her. And timeout, St. Michael. 29-16. Cardinals are up by 13. That almost was bad for Mary Grace right there. Kind of a football tackle almost. Looked like Bryce Marston coming down from that safety position, chopping the legs out from under you. But again, Cardinals doing a good job of getting that ball down inside. Caroline is wide open every time on that block posted up. Just a little high for Caroline right there. And that'll be a turnover for St. Michael. Gulf Shores get the ball. They'll drive fast. They love working that left side, and they will get, looks like Mary Grace with a foul. That's her second of the night. It'll be a shooting foul, and Gulf Shores will get 2 charity stripes. Their first of the half. Rolls in off the rim. Make it 29-17. Her second. Off the side rim, rebounded by Caroline. St. Michael keeps the ball back. Samantha drives left. Trap, nowhere to go. She gets it to Caroline. Caroline working down on the block. Tries to put up a shot. She'll get fouled, and she will go to the line for 2 more. Let's see if she can have a different story on this trip to the free throw line. Cardinals again doing a good job of attacking the inside tonight. Her first, off the back rim. Caroline second. Gets it to go. 30-17. Long pass to the corner. They'll kick it back up all the way to the top for 3. Off. Double bounce on the rim. Samantha got into a little trouble. They found Mary Grace. And Samantha will take it up at the top of the key. Samantha's going to be careful right there. Samantha going to drive left. Nowhere to go. She'll throw it all the way back up top to Molly. Molly picked up her dribble. Got to find something. Samantha for 3. Bang! Give it to me. 33-17. 3:35 left in the third. Dolphins got to make something happen. Missed jumper, blocking foul. Kaiser go to the line for 2. And that one will be on Mary Grace Stroud. That's her third of the night. So kind of teetering on the line of foul trouble. Drills her first one. Mary Grace will take a seat, and Maddie Northcutt will come in for her. Gets her second one to fall. 33-19, St. Michael leads. Good move by Molly, breaks the press and gets it across half court. They'll give it to Caroline, top of the key. Caroline finds Molly. Molly working on the inside, gets blocked from behind, and they'll call a foul. Molly will be shooting 2. Lots of free throw trips tonight, especially here in the second half. I think this is the 4th time we've seen somebody at the free throw line in the third quarter. Molly's first. Drills it. Molly's second. Off front rim, rebounded by the Dolphins. Dolphins working fast. Very, very deep three off the backboard. Rebounded by the Dolphins. Good defense. Intercepted by Samantha. And Samantha will just get checked to the ground. And the Cardinals get the ball. It's like Alexis Peterson will come in for number 5, Molly McDonald. They'll get it into Samantha. Samantha works that right side. She'll throw a floater up to Caroline. Caroline. Looks like she's going to drive right. If I were Caroline, I'd just pull up and shoot it. Caroline going to drive in. Loses the ball. Goes out of bounds. And Dolphins will get the ball back. Gulf Shores going fast again. Drives left. Puts up a very nice layup off the fingers. And that one goes in. A little bit of hugging down at the block. And that'll be a foul on Gulf Shores. Looks like St. Michael will be shooting 2. Samantha's first trip to the line in this second half. Drills her first. Looks like Caroline Callahan and Alexis Peterson will come out. And Ivory Ronan will check back in. And so does Molly McDonald. Samantha's second on the way. Drains that one. The Cardinals lead by 15 here in the third. 2:20 left to go. Dolphins, very good ball movement. Swinging around, very deep three again. Airballs it. Rebounded by Gulf Shores. And they're just going to swing the ball all the way around the court. Blocked by Samantha. Hesitated on a three a little bit too long. Samantha, a couple of blocks tonight so far. And Molly will take a seat as Alexis Peterson will come back in. Gulf Shores get the ball in. They'll work it back to the middle. Looks like there will be a foul on Ivory Ronan. She'll get called for a push. Dolphins will keep the ball. In the corner for 3. Airballs it. Got to grab a rebound. Maddie Northcutt grabs one, then gets blocked. Gulf Shores get the ball back. And very good job by Alexis Peterson fighting for the ball. Jump ball. And it'll be St. Michael ball. Samantha will take it down. Samantha trying to find something. Drives right, gives it to Alexis Peterson. She'll drive the baseline, and she'll turn the ball over. Dolphins going to work the right side this time. Puts up a shot, gets fouled. That'll be called on, I think it was Harper Marston, trying to grab that ball out of her hands. Gulf Shores will shoot 2. Few bounces and it'll fall in. And Molly McDonald will check back in. Her second one on the way. Misses it. Rebound by Ivory Ronan. And Gulf Shores get called for the foul, and Ivory will shoot 2 from the line. It's the nice thing about being in double bonus. As soon as you get fouled, you know you're taking a free trip to the line. Chance for some free points here. Just got to capitalize on them. Ivory's first. Drains it. Her second. Off back rim. Rebounded by Samantha. Very good job fighting for the rebound. And Samantha will take a free trip to the line. Chance for Cardinals to grab some more free points. Samantha's first. Drains it. Gulf Shores will make a substitution. Samantha second. Drains it. Gulf Shores going to take it down. Minute left here in the third. 39-22, your Cardinals lead. And they will get Samantha, I believe, on the blocking foul. Gulf Shores will now go to the line. I wonder how many fouls we can get in the last 56 seconds. How many free throw attempts we can get in the last 56 seconds. Her first one, nothing but net. Her second one, drains that one. They'll get into Maddie. 55 seconds left here in the third. Cardinals lead by 15. Samantha goes right. And